Deontay Wilder should be going to the Nationals this year in the amateurs. And he probably would medal. I ain't gonna say he win, but he should medal. But that's where his experience is. But his gift is so great. He's got an Olympic medal and title defenses, and has knocked out every man he faces as a pro. Maybe the most gifted heavyweight we've seen since the Ali era.
Because I mean business.
Mr. Fury.
I didn't come to the USA to play around and play tip-tap boxing. I came here to do demolition jobs on cruiserweights.
I heard you, Mr. Fury. Yes, if I understood it. I understand it. I understand it. I understand. I don't believe in magic. You know, I'm Muslim. I don't believe in magic.
He said, man, you'd be a fool not to use something because all these guys is using something. So you couldn't compete with him unless you're doing something. I understood what he was saying. I don't agree, but I do understand what he's saying because he's right. He's like a kid that can give you the answer and you say, can you show me how you got the answer? Say, man, I got the answer. Is that the answer? But then be happy with that, man. He said, if you cheating on your wife and she keep letting you cheat, you're going to keep cheating. There's no incentive to make you do something different. So one of y'all gonna find out what all those knockouts have been about that y'all seen guys hitting the floor. And then one of y'all gonna find out what that feels like this night. It's better that you landed on him first and let him feel it than you. His gift is extraordinary. He ain't just a puncher. He ain't just, I can punch. He is destroying what he hits, man.
I'm here to disrespect Steve Cunningham about talent.
We heard you, Mr. Fury. We heard you.
Listen,
we respect you.
We heard you on the planet.
We heard you.
I'm a fighting man. That's what I do.
We heard you.
Everybody skill-wise that you've ever seen Deontay Wilder in front of were better than him. Haven't y'all found out that don't matter? That don't really matter. So I'm like, what did he buy? A six-pack of that shit and say I paid for the whole six-pack, I'm going to use it? You know what I mean? There was such a distraction about the tape on the wrist. You know, that could be the fake out. I'll show you this to give you something else. So I checked the pad, and when I checked the pad, it felt hard. So then the commissioner felt it. He said, that feels pretty hard. The commissioner flipped it open, and a block fell out of it. Like my grandmother used to say, and I didn't understand it at the time. I was fighting in school because they was talking about me. She said, boy, they talk bad about Jesus. I was like, what the heck is wrong with you? What Jesus got to do with my life? I thought grandma was just slipping. In baseball, they don't let you just keep swinging at the ball until you finally get a hit. They say 1, 2, 3, you out.
See, this guy ain't used to getting it back at the body. Take that jab, keep popping him up, stab him in his heart, rip around him side. We gonna show him how he got to slow down. When he hit the pedal, ain't gonna be no gas in the car at the end of this. All right?
So then I said, you never been hit by Shane Mosley, and Pacquiao's never been hit by Pacquiao. One of y'all is gonna find out what it's like to get hit, because both of y'all punch a lot. He's still fighting like somebody knocked his drink off the table and said they wasn't paying for it.
Klitschko, forget Klitschko, it's about Steve Cunningham. Don't want to hear no more about him.
I understand the cameras and the microphones. A lot of people dream to come over here because they want to be on the cameras and the microphones. So by all means,
he needs this to get known. He needs to talk to motivate himself. See, that's what Steve was meaning in the hood. Guys who talk gotta big themselves up. If I talk more, I'm juiced up and my emotions get to me, and then I can get to it.
Mistakes are for humans. That's what we do. That's probably what we do best. Probably nothing we do more than make mistakes. How many times you gonna keep making the same mistake? How many times they gonna keep letting you do the same thing? That's ridiculous. I don't give a damn if Floyd is undefeated 50-0, 74-0. Somebody gonna say something that he ain't this and he ain't that. It's just what the world gonna do. So what do?
So you asked me to check the television. Like I said, Mr. Fury, I respect you. I'm gonna tell you why I respect you. I respect you. One is, I respect you because Kathy Duvin them brung you to the table.
Your combination, Shane, nobody in this division hands as fast as yours. Run them combinations, knock the grease off this dude, and then swim without getting wet. Slide to your stick, slide to your angle.
I held my hand up like this, and he said, in my hand. I said, shit. Had I not seen him wrap that hand, I'd ask him to rewrap that damn thing. But he just punched that hard. People say Joshua was better than Deontay Wilder. So is everybody else he fought.
Swim without getting wet.
That was the one that caught my ear, too. What does that mean, Emmanuel? Swim without getting wet?
I have no idea. I think he just means punch, but don't stay in there to get punched back.
If you could walk in the bank and just walk in the vault and take a bag of money out and walk the hell out, you got people here that might lie and say, I wouldn't do that because it wasn't. If you could do it and it was easy to get away with, you would do it.
You landed some good shots up top. But we got to remember how they started. We set them up with their body shot.
Danny, keep winning, keep winning, keep winning. They still, Danny ain't this and Danny ain't that. He cherry picking, he doing this. What's he doing with the cherries after he pick them?
And you see that in guys who punch like Pacquiao, Kovalev, Triple J, Deontay Wilder. Them guys who punch like that, Errol Spence. When them guys punch like that or hit you to the body or something, you see looks on people's faces, because these guys didn't just start boxing. These guys have been boxing for years. And they have looks on their faces like, wow, that's a unique experience. That's not the average puncher.
Think in your mind, the last time you saw a fighter knock out a fighter who had his hands up the whole fight.
So the sport can get dangerous. I don't think it's violent. Boxing is violent. I don't believe that. I believe it's violent when you violate the rules of it. Then it becomes violent.
I'm not a newcomer to cameras or
I
microphones.
walk down the street with you right now, and I bet you more people recognize me than recognize you, and I don't fight.
Well, probably
Right
because
now,
you're
if I
from
walk down the
here.
street with you right now,
You're-
I bet
you're
you more
probably
people
from the
recognize me
area,
than
that's
recognize you.
why.
And I don't
Listen.
even fight. I don't even fight. Nobody likes to get hit in the face with anything. But bottom line, you got to do something about it. Nobody wants to get hit in the face, but you got to do something about it. If you can't do something about it, you may not have an option.